guys, how you guys doing? I miss you guys so freaking much. I really did miss you guys so much. But as you guys could tell from the title, I'm coming with you guys with the story time of my first time getting head from a girl. I'm so excited because I know you guys be liking my story time. I don't know why, but I can tell you guys enjoy my freaking story time. And here you guys go. But before you guys want to be nosy and be all up in my goddamn business, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below. And let's get into the video. So let me get comfortable. Let me get myself comfortable so I could explain this story time of me getting head from a girl for the first time. Shit was amazing. Okay. So as you guys know, I used to be in a relationship with a girl. She was the first girl that I did everything with. Like, I ain't never been with a girl before, but I knew I liked the girls, but I never been with a girl before. And she was the first girl for me to like kiss, have sex with, do this. She was just my first experience throughout everything. Okay. So we're gonna call her Casey. Okay. So me and Casey, like, been dating for about 6 or 7 months. Yeah, we've been dating for 6 or 7 months. Like I said, I met her in the time that I was just down and things like that. She came to my life in a time that I moved to a place that I wasn't happy in and things like that. And I was just, you know, just lost. And she, out of nowhere, I think God brought her to me, you understand? But I remember this specific day, my mom wasn't home. So she went out, she went to the movies with her boyfriends, and that night I had night classes at my school. So I remember me and her always been texting back and forth, but we would never meet up. So I remember I had got a ride home from one of my classmates or whatever, and I had got home or whatever, and I had texted KC, and like I said, me and KC been like just talking nonstop and things like that. So as soon as I got home, like I said, I texted her and I was like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, I'm doing good. I was like, call me. So she calls me, and like I said, I was attracted to her. Like, I knew I liked the girls, and the first time I met KC, I knew I liked the KC. So I was like, what are you doing? You know? And she was like, nothing, I'm riding around with my cousin. And I was like, oh, okay. I just wanted to tell you, like, my mom is not home. She went out to the movies, like, on a movie date with her boyfriend or whatever, and I'm home alone and things like that. And she was like, oh, for real? And I was like, yeah, I'm home alone. So she was like, oh, okay, bet. I'm coming. I was like, no. Like, I'm trying to play hard to get. So I'm like, no. I was just letting you know, like, I am home alone or whatever. But my dumb ass already knew, like, why the fuck I would tell her I'm home alone, and of course she's gonna want to come see me or whatever. Because I was kind of scared, because, you know, my mom, she don't be calling me when she coming home. She just be popping up or whatever. So she hung up the phone or whatever, right? So I was like, all right, cool, boom. So I hopped in the shower, you know, I made sure, because you never know. Because let me tell you something, when a nigga or a bitch is around me, they be ready to fuck. Because guess what? I'm that bitch. So I went to the shower. I took a shower, whatever. I made sure I shaved, you know, my purr. I made sure I shaved down there, and, you know, made sure down there was, like, cleaned up, you know. I mean, it's always clean, but, you know, you just never know. So I made sure, like, down there was cleaned up and things like that. So I was in a bed. I remember exactly what I had on. I had on a robe My dumb ass. I planned this shit. Like, I planned this shit. So I had on a robe, a cute ass robe, and I had on like a cute ass, like long ass ponytail. You know, the bad bitch. Like, you know, that's me, just period. And I had on panties underneath it with just a crop top. So I was in the bed to finish up my French homework. I remember I had French, and I was finishing up my French homework. So I had hold on, y'all. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I don't know what's going on in my stomach, but I am not feeling good, y'all. But like I said, I was finishing up my French homework or whatever, and I heard a knock at the door. So I was like, oh shit, like, oh my gosh. So I fixed myself up and went to the door and opened the door, and there she was, like right there, like fine as fuck, long hair with dreads, big ass lips, just fine as fuck. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop, y'all, but she was fine as fuck. So I seen her or whatever, and I like looked at her because the way she was standing by the door, like she was shocked that I had on a robe and everything. So boom. So at the time, like I said, I don't know if my past previous video, if you guys knew, she had a girlfriend on and off, whatever. I don't give a fuck, so don't come for me. As long as she take care of what she got going on over there, I don't give a fuck. So she was, at the time, people was telling me she was single. And so she came over and we were just, you know, we sat in the kitchen, and I remember she was just looking at me, like just staring at me, like just admiring me or whatever. It's almost like, what the fuck? Like, I got nervous because remember, I like girls, but I never did anything with no girl. So I'm just like, okay. So she was just admiring me, just looking at me or whatever. So I'm like, okay, like, why is she staring at me like that? So we were talking, we were doing this, we were doing that, just catching up, getting to know each other or whatever. And she took my hand and she was holding it, you understand? And she was looking at me in my eyes. So I remember one time, I remember I asked her a question, like, are you still with your girl? Because, you know, I don't do stuff like that. You understand? And she was telling me, like, nah, I'm not with her. It's just complicated. It's just all this type of everything, like just everything. So I'm just like, okay. At the time, I really didn't give a fuck because at the end of the day, like, we're just starting to talk. You understand? So I don't care. So, like I said, she said it was complicated and things like that. So all of a sudden, while I'm talking to her, she leaned over and kissed me. Bitch, like, shut me the fuck up. Period. Shut me up. That's what I'm talking about. Be that aggressive. Shut me the fuck up. So she had shut me up and we just started kissing. So we went from the chair, like the kitchen chair, and she like lifted me up and like we were just kissing all over the kitchen, falling on tables, falling on refrigerators. And what stopped us was my mom always had you know, black people, they never put the waters in the refrigerator, so she always had a pack on the floor, right? And I fell behind it, like not fell, but you know, I tripped behind it and I fell back in the refrigerator, and she caught me, and that's how we stopped. Oh, God. Thumbnail. But yeah, so that's how she stopped. And I don't know, that's how she stopped. So she stopped or whatever, and then she got back and she just looked at me like, just shaking her head like, like, you tempted me, Patrice, you tempted me. And I looked at Casey like, what are you talking about? And she was like, you really tempted me for real. Like, you just tempted me. And I ain't say anything. So I'm just like, okay. So like I said, my mom never calls me when she's coming home or whatever. Like, she just pops up out of nowhere, don't let me know. Like, that's that type of person she is. So I got kind of nervous because it was getting a little too late. So I was like, listen, you gotta go. I don't know what time my mom is coming. You gotta go. My mom want my mom to see you here, so you gotta go. And my mom knew her already. And like I said, my mom is homophobic. Like, my mom doesn't like gay people, whatever. So I was like, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. So I started panicking. So it's like she didn't want to leave. Like, she was just like, no, please, please, please. Come on, please, please, give me another kiss. Give me another kiss. So I'm fighting her. I'm like, no, like, I'm not giving you another kiss. No, you gotta go. So she was like, come on, please, please, Patrice, please, please, please. Like demanding, like she wanted a fucking kiss. So I was like, no, baby girl, you gotta go. Get out. So I push her out the door, like literally push her out the door, walk out the door. And she was like, oh my God, Patrice, please, please. Like begging me, y'all. Begging me. Swear to God. Begging me. So I'm like, nah, you really gotta go. So she left or whatever, and I got back in the room. So at this time I was best friend with some girl, you understand? So one of my ex-best friends, I called her and I was like, girl, bitch, you can't believe this, bitch, because she knew about KC. So I was like, bitch, KC came over and bitch, we started fucking kissing and da-da-da-da. So by the time I'm on the phone with KC or whatever, I mean with my best friend, ex-best friend, bitch ain't my friend, but ex-best friend. So once I was on the phone with my ex-best friend or whatever, bitch, I heard ding, 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 ding. So that's like another person calling me. So I said, hold on. I'm like, hold on, friend. And she was like, okay, pick up the phone. It's Casey. I'm like, yeah, it's Casey. And she was like, oh my gosh, I really want to see you. Like, let me get one more kiss. Let me get one more kiss. Let me get one more kiss. So I was like, I'm telling her, I was like, no, I'm scared. My mom, like, come over here. Like, I'm scared. Like, no, please, please, like, stop. No, like, my mom's going to come over here. I'm scared. Like, I'm telling her, like, I'm literally scared. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry. This is going to be real quick, real quick, real quick. So I was like, no, Casey. I'm like, Casey, no, 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 please stop. No. And she was like, no, I'm coming. I was like, no, don't come, don't come, don't come. She's like, I'm coming. And she broke right in my face. So I'm like, oh my fucking gosh. So I called my friends and I was like, listen, like, she's coming. I told her not to come. Like, what do I do? What do I do? She's like, don't open the door. Don't open the door. I was like, no, 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 no. Like, I can't do this. I can't. So all of a sudden I'm on the phone with my friends, and she came, boom, boom, like knocked on the door, like boom, 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 boom. So I was like, friend, I'll call you back. And she was like, okay. So boop, on the phone, went to the kitchen. Because the way the house was set up, it was like, we had like a front door. You come to the front door, or you could come to the, up north, you could come to the kitchen door or whatever. You understand? So you don't want nobody to come to the front door, so you went to the kitchen door or whatever. So it was like, I went to the kitchen, opened the door, and lie to you not, there's Casey standing by the door. Bitch, if I could tell you the way she stand by the door, she had her arms wrapped up behind her, and she just stand there and just look at me, admire me up and down, like just like that. So I open the door and I'm like, Casey, like, you can't, like, I'm like pleading for like to go. I'm like, Casey, you can't, like, I'm like, Casey, you can't be here. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, my mom is coming. Like, you know, she don't call me when she's coming. So like, what are you doing? Like, da da da. So she walked in the kitchen or whatever. Lied to you not, guys. She took my hands. Like, she literally took my hands, right? And I'm like, no, you gotta go, because I'm scared, y'all. Like, I don't care if my mom was out of town or whatever. Like, she would have stayed longer, but I'm scared at this point. So she took my hands like this, like took my hands and then literally walked me to the couch, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So she walked me to the couch and she sat me down on the couch, right? I sat down on her. She didn't sat me down. I sat down on the couch. And all of a sudden she started kissing me, and like, matter of fact, no, she walked me to the couch, and by the time I stand up, we were kissing. And then, like, I forgot all that shit, like what my mom or whatever, because that shit, she's a good kisser. So I forgot about all that shit, and we fell on the couch, and we started kissing in the couch, and it just started getting hot or whatever. And I remember while she was kissing me, she was pulling. While she was kissing me, she was pulling my panties down. Like I said, I had on a robe. So I'm like, what are you doing? And she was like, let me taste it. Let me taste it. She was like, let me taste it. Let me taste it. And I'm like, I was like, no. I was like, no, like, what are you doing? Like, no, stop. Like, I'm literally telling her to stop. And she was like, let me taste it. And I was like, no. No. So, like, I'm fighting Casey. Like, I'm like, Casey, no. She's like, come on, please. Let me taste it. And I'm like, no, like, literally fighting her. I'm like, please, Casey, like, stop. Like, she's like, come on. So, all of a sudden, she got tired pulling the panties down. So, bitch was smart as fuck, pull the panties to the side. And I'm trying to, like, push her. Like, what are you doing? Like, no. Bitch gave me fucking literally head. One of the best head. Like, I mean, like, my last story, that was some good ass head. But coming from a girl, that shit was amazing. That shit was so fucking amazing. Like, bitch literally ate the fuck out of my pussy. Like, ate the fuck out of my pussy, right? So I forgot that my mom was coming. I forgot about everything. Bitch, do what you do. Ate my motherfucking pussy, bitch. So all of a sudden, the phone, thank God, usually, you know what? It's God. You know what? It's God. God loves me. I usually always have my phone on silent mode. This particular day, I had my phone literally on ring. So I heard the phone like ringing on the bed in my room. So that's what made us stop. You understand? I was like, Casey, my phone. So that's what I'm telling. I'm like, Casey, my phone. Bitch, like, I'm like, oh my God, please don't stop. But I'm like, my phone, please don't stop. But my phone. So I was like, my phone. And she stopped. And guess what? Guess the fuck what? It was my mom. My mom called me. My mom literally called me. And she was like, I ran to the room and I was like, hello? And she was like, what you doing? And I was like, nothing. I'm doing my homework. What's up? And she was like, oh, nothing. I was just letting you know, like, I'm about to come. I'm on my way home. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm home. And she was like, okay, you need anything? I was like, no, I don't need anything. She was like, okay. Bitch, my mom never calls me and tell me she's coming home. So like I said, this was God, okay? So she hung up the phone and I gave her a kiss and I was like, my mom is on her way. She was like, okay. And ever since then, we've been unstoppable with each other. But this is the end of the story. I don't know what's going on. But please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys want to see more story times from me, because I got tons of story time to give you guys and things like that, because you know I wasn't a good girl in my young teens, in my early 20s or whatever. I wasn't a good girl. But as you guys know, I love you guys. Like, comment, like I said, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and that like button, and I will see you guys in my next video.